Dating is so hard right now because hey you guys, and welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Ash, and if you're returning, welcome back. So y'all, I'm getting real cozy. Honestly, I put this video off all day. I don't even have a reason. Well, my stomach hurt a little bit, but let's jump into this video. It's a girl chat, so if you want to grab your wine, your snacks, go ahead and do so, and we're going to jump right into the girl chat. I have my topics, so let's get it popping. Okay, so the first question that I got, so I did a poll both on YouTube and Instagram, and I told you guys, not a poll, but I told you guys to send me topics that you want me to talk about since y'all like my girl chats. And the first one is, why is dating so hard? And I just feel like dating is so hard right now because honestly, I don't feel like a lot of men have taken the time to do their healing. I feel like they may feel attacked at this point by the whole hypergamy topic, by just the influx of powerful women there are now. I think that they feel like there's no longer a space for them to exude what we need them to exude. And deeper than that, so since women are leading the race in earning at this point, I just feel like men have not taken care of their inner child, their emotional trauma, or whatever. I feel like they're just now getting hip to the game of, hey, women are more than just objects. We need to actually care about what is going on with women. And I won't just put it all on men, but I think it's just a difficult time right now, especially with social media, and just everything is so accessible. And I also feel like it is a different world from social media and trying to date from that scene, as opposed to going to different places and actually meeting someone in person. I think those are two different worlds, and I actually have been really interested in that lately. Like, it just doesn't seem like love exists anymore. And to piggyback off of that, the whole the way they depict love stories and romance and all those things, when I was coming up, so I'm a millennial, I was very wrapped up into like the fairy tale love story and things like that. But when you start getting older and you start learning some stuff, look, I'm not going to ruin anyone's experience, but let me just say, and this is not me being scorned or anything, because I'm actually hopeful that I can have a healthy relationship one day. But let's just say, I think that we millennials got really caught up in the way that these things were depicted, whether it be in film or the romance novels, I don't know, but that's not how it really is. And a lot of women don't feel like men are treating them like the prize. There's just so many things, but mainly I think social media and a lot of emotional trauma unaddressed, and a lot of lack of accountability. So whether that is coming from men, women, both, I think a lot of people have turned their feelings off and just turned into savages, honestly. And I know I went through that stage when I was in my early 20s. I'm now in my mid 30s, so things are much different for me now, and I also have a child, so we're gonna jump into a lot of different things, but that's my answer. And also, the next little topic was the pressures that women face, having to be perfect, not having realistic standards of how women should even look at this point, and is this the new norm? Honestly, I feel like it is hard. It is super hard for women, because every day we're scrolling and all we see is these perfect images of women. Nobody's talking about what they're really going through. Everybody's just so successful and beautiful, and tons of surgery, and I'm an advocate for surgery, but it is difficult to compete at this point for quote unquote regular women. And I see that, and I mean, it's even difficult for me because, like, for example, I'm blessed with the body type that is attractive to the male gaze. However, that is not all that there is to me. So I find it very difficult. I don't even understand how the women who have those crazy surgery bodies are finding people of substance, because it is so hard to get like a man to take you seriously when you look like a brick house. I don't know what it is, but it's like you can't simultaneously be a nerd or a smart woman and have the brains. Like, there's something going on there. There's a dynamic there that definitely needs to be explored. But I don't feel like it's the new norm. I feel like it's a phase. And if you can tell, or you're paying attention, we have now morphed into the skinny era, and that raises a lot of triggers. Just knowing what it's like, what it was like to grow up in that era of the supermodel body and all that stuff. If you notice, celebrities are removing their shots and I think Dream Doll was online talking about she got already 4 removal surgeries for her shots. So people are trying to reverse what they did in the middle of a trend. I think it's a trend. Again, I am an advocate for surgery, but this video is not about surgery. However, I think that some people hopped on a trend, and for whatever reason, and they're not exactly happy with it, and now the trend is changing. And I think the trend is going to lean more towards real bodies and real, normal, whatever normal is, just natural bodies. And that's no shade to anybody that got surgery. I mean, I've definitely toyed with it. Y'all know that. I've already talked about that. And there's nothing wrong with enhancements, but I do feel like it was a crazy trend. So I think there's hope. Now let's transition into the next topic, which is making new friends in adulthood. And this is so dope, this topic, because for me, when I moved here to Charlotte, I decided that I was going to be intentional about the people that I was meeting and about what I could offer in a friendship versus what I wanted a friendship to look like for me. And I think I've really done well with not becoming super attached to women as my friends. And it's a lot easier to say that at this point because I just have too much going on to be butt buddies with anybody. Like, of course I have my people that I talk to and I love them, and but I'm more understanding of the fact that people have lives, people have stuff to do. When I was in my early 20s, it was like this with my friendships and stuff like that. And I think that was more of a survival thing, to be honest. But now people are having kids, people are growing up, and there's just no room for that kind of attachment. So my best advice for finding friends in adulthood is to know what your needs are and make sure that you're checking in with yourself and doing the work, because you have to be accountable even down to that before you get out here trying to find friends and stuff. Are you the type of friend that you want to have? And what changes or improvements do you need to make, even if it's you retracting some of your energy? Because for me, I feel like at times I really put too much energy into people and things and always trying to, motivate people and stuff like that. But sometimes that cup gets really unbalanced at times, and I have to really make sure I'm refilling my cup, because at times it doesn't feel like I'm getting the support that I need. So at times it doesn't. So you just have to constantly, it's something you constantly have to work at. And You have to be careful what you tell people. This is a different time, I'm telling you. So that's my best advice. And even when, even when you get older, things don't really change that much. You're still gonna fall out with people. It's just, you get a little more mature and just, you don't have to fight people. You don't have to blast them on social media. You just walk away gracefully and take what you did get from the relationship and be good with that. And maybe you can revisit it later at another time, but you have to be able to walk away from things that just don't serve you. And that goes for anybody. It's not just, oh, well, I'm walking away. No, other people might have to walk away from you too. The next topic is dating as a girl mom and finding a guy that is respectful. And this topic, it really hits home. This is one of the most scary things that I think I have probably been through regarding dating, is having a little girl that is looking at me and, just trying to make the right choices. And you're not going to make the right choices all the time. Like, some people might just have that perfect life, but I don't. And I make mistakes, and it's like, I can't really hide my mistakes. But what I don't bring every guy around my daughter. I haven't brought every guy around my daughter. Every guy doesn't need to meet your kid. Every guy doesn't even need to know that you have a kid, to be honest. That's a whole nother conversation. And that was a hard thing for me to adjust to, because we just, as women, especially as women, we want to divulge so much and just be open and vulnerable, but everybody doesn't deserve that. Everybody's not even going to be in your life long enough to even care that you have a kid. Some people treat you differently when you have a kid. And the person for you is the person that will accept you and your bundle as one. And they have to understand that your kid comes first. And I'm going to be honest with you, from what I can tell, that takes a special type of man, because some men get very insecure about your relationship with your child and how much time you have to devote to being a mom. And that's something like, that's innate. That's in us. And some people just can't hack it, and they'll take you for what you give them and move right along. So you have to work on your discernment, and you have to also work on that discernment and pray on that, because there are some people that are very good at what they do as far as being predatory. And talk to your kids often, check it, keep that energy, make sure you understand your kids' energy, and don't be thinking that it can't happen to you. Or I don't know, that is such a sensitive subject. I thank God that no one has ever done anything to my child, but like I said, everybody don't get to meet your child. Everybody don't. And if your child gets bad vibes from somebody, you gotta take that into consideration. And sometimes kids just are gonna be kids and just act out and just not want any changes. And I think that's just like goes with taking things slow, which is so hard to do in this current place that we are in. Is like, it's so hard to take things slow. Let me see what else she put in this topic, because this was a very good topic. Yeah, she said not trying to plot on our daughters. And it's just hard because your kids are only getting older. They're gonna develop more, and you just gotta watch. You have to watch. And that guy just has to be respectful of your time and your space and your energy. He gotta know when to take his ass home. And you gotta know when to say, okay, that's enough. Like, yes, moms can date and they can have a good time, but what's your priority. And yeah, just be alert and be aware. And they don't need to be sitting around your kid a whole lot. No, like my child, she stays in her room majority of the time. Not like there's anybody over here all the time, but there should be a line. There should be a line. And you just gotta watch their eyes. You gotta watch what they're you know, into. You gotta watch how they, you know, even if it's down to y'all watching a movie and there's something going on with like an underage girl, like you gotta pay attention to everything. So it's survival. But yeah, I do think that moms should definitely have a space where they can be happy and date and just vet. I don't think that there's anything wrong with you having children and dating. No, I've seen pregnant women out here dating now. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but hey, whatever makes you happy. But that is it, you guys. That was just a couple of topics. Keep it kind of short. I will let you guys know when I'm going to do like a Q&A. If you guys want to go ahead and drop some Q&A, some questions in the comments of this video, that would be fine. But if you're not already following me on Instagram, you should probably do so, just because that's the easiest thing for me to go in my story or like post and ask y'all like what questions y'all have for me. Always drop your girl chat topics, because I love to talk to my girls and I also love to see what y'all have to say. So if you want to see another video from me, make sure you turn on your notifications, subscribe, like, share, all that great stuff that y'all do. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, girls. And also, I want to thank everyone for participating in this girl chat, because y'all sent me some really good topics and I was like, okay, I don't want to make it too long. I was gonna do a get ready with me, but I was like, no, because those are so hard to do and so hard to edit. So I just said I'll just do a sit down. And yes, my Christmas tree is still up. So I will see y'all in the next video.